The Sony 50mm F1.4 G Master is the lens that no one expected. Sony released their 50mm F1.2 G Master less than 2 years ago, and the Sony Zeiss Planar 50mm F1.4 continues to be sold. But here we have another premium 50mm option, and it begs the question, who exactly is this lens for? If you want the deep dive into the reasons, check out the upcoming definitive review or read my text review. But I'll give you the quick answer right after a word from our sponsor. Today's episode is brought to you by Into the AM, a clothing brand from Southern California that wants to outfit your passion, whatever it might be. Their everyday comfortable fabrics and designs are great whether you are working from home, working out, or even just chilling out. I love the fit and fabric on their everyday t-shirts, and you can choose more funky styles created in collaboration with local artists like this killer Fractured King hoodie. Use the code Dustin10 or follow the link in the description to get 10% off site-wide, including their monthly t-shirt club. Visit intotheam.com/Dustin10 for more information. The short answer to the question of who should buy this lens are those looking for a balanced, high-performance 50mm lens. Why? The first reason is size. The f1.4 GM lens is smaller and lighter than just about every other large aperture 50mm lens on Sony, save the Samyang 50mm f1.4 Series 2 lens. The Sony is only 80.6mm in diameter and 96mm in length. It has the same 67mm front filter size as the 24mm and 35mm f1.4 G Master lenses and has a very similar look to the latter. It weighs 516 grams, which makes it about 15.5 millimeters shorter and 150 grams lighter than the new Sigma 50mm f1.4 DN. This is a professional-grade lens despite the reasonable weight, with 11 seal points plus a fluorine coating on the front element. It is also loaded with features, including 2 focus hold buttons, an AF/MF switch, and an aperture ring, along with the options to declick the aperture or use the iris lock to prevent inadvertent bumps. It has an 11-bladed aperture iris that keeps a very circular shape even when stopped down. The lens can autofocus as closely as 41 centimeters and gives a 0.16 times magnification, but you can manually focus even closer and increase the magnification to 0.18 times. This is a fantastic package, feature-rich and reasonably sized. The second reason to buy it is autofocus. The dual XD linear motors drive autofocus quickly, quietly, and smoothly. I put my Alpha 1 on high-speed burst mode and tracked Nala easily at f1.4, even in mediocre light as she moved towards me. Eye detection worked perfectly in an event setting at a wide variety of distances. The lens tracked me just fine in video mode and snapped back to my eye after putting my hand in the way. Video focus pulls are smooth and confident, though with some focus breathing. Some Sony cameras have a focus breathing compensation that eliminates a lot of the breathing, as you can see here. This is a top-notch autofocus system, ready for high-speed, high-performance action. The third reason to consider it is the optics. In some areas of the frame, this new 50mm f1.4 GM is even sharper than the f1.2 GM. It delivers very high contrast from wide open and is clearly sharper than the new Sigma in the center and mid-frame, with the Sigma having a very slight edge in the far corners. The new GM gets even sharper when stopped down. It will deliver plenty of sharpness for any kind of application. There is some vignette and distortion, though these are less pronounced than either the Sigma or the f1.2 GM. There is some longitudinal chromatic aberration, though less than some competitors. Bokeh quality is quite nice as well, though there is a bit more tendency towards a cat-eye shape in the corners than the f1.2 lens. The overall rendering was very nice, however. Chroma performance was also quite good, with star points staying mostly round across the frame. Flare resistance wasn't perfect, as while it retained contrast well, there was some ghosting artifacts. This is a lens that is pretty much good at everything optically, however, including delivering record levels of sharpness. The final reason to consider this lens is price. At $1,299 US, it is not inexpensive, but very reasonable for a G Master lens, and it shaves $700 off the price of the f1.2 G Master. Both Sigma and Samyang offer less expensive alternatives, though neither can quite match the all-round performance of the new GM lens. The new 50mm F1.4 G Master offers a high-performing package that is well worth considering, particularly if portability matters to you. You can find more information and buying links in the description down below. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and let the light in.